Well, we're back again with another room on TryHackMe. It's called Valley. It's an easy difficulty. I have no idea what's going on. Can you find your way in through the valley? And I guess we just have to fly through the valley and into the Garden of Eden, I guess, and get the flags. Got a user flag and the roof flag. So I guess it's something about escalating and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is... It's been a while, so I need to open up my cheat sheet here I have. It's yes to that. So we're gonna go back and grab the IP address and just start a casual nmap. This is not what I copy pasted. Once again, we have the same issues every time. Copy pasting is a thing. Let's just paste the clipboard. So we're going to run a normal nmap scan. We see the port 22 and 80 is open. I would say we could do something more. We could do something with the version scanning, and we can also scan for different kind of software on. So let's just send a script, sorry. So let's see what we get from that. Now while that is running, let's pop the IP address in the browser, just like that, hocus pocus. And here we have the... most horrible 90s, 2001, that is the era of these horrible websites. So we have a view pricing, and let's press the button. Okay, so when I press the button, we're gonna go back, view gallery. We have a gallery here, and we will view stuff from the folder called static. So we can, of course, just go ahead and try and navigate to the gallery, which contains a file called gallery.html. Go to static, and static contains, I think it was 1. Yeah, so it's the image name, and if we take just a casual look, there's nothing crazy going on there. So this is probably the web page where we will find stuff to exploit, I guess. So let's just go back to the scan one more time. Yes, so we have a SSH going on here. It's a Ubuntu server, and we have the SSH standard information. Apache doesn't have a title. So I don't think we have anything crazy going on here. So what I feel we should do is basically go ahead and check out more on port 80. We have no clue about the SSH key, so I guess we need to find that in some way. So let's go to the website. I'm gonna right click here. And just before we check anything out, let's go ahead and start a directory scan. So let's go and do that and say GoBuster, and it's directory, not DNS. Let's take the IP address, and the word list would be, that's fine. And it needed the HTTP, I guess. Require flags, URL not set. Did they change this? URL not set. That's very interesting. What's up with that? Let's go to the Google and say GoBuster. And just find the very first one here. Am I forgetting? Do they want that now? Did they change the software? What? I cannot say if they did. It seems they did. Alright, so now we're scanning for the different kind of folders, so we don't spend our time looking for that. We get gallery, static, and pricing the very first time, which is really good. Let's keep it running and check out more on this page manually. Let's see what's going on. We have a style sheet. Just quickly checking that out, and we are hosting some images, and doesn't really matter. Style sheet borrowing. LA Valley assembly location. So it's a JavaScript on-click event. Very bare. We have a JavaScript called art, and it looks like that it doesn't exist. Interesting. Let's go to the JS folder. So there is nothing going on there at all. So we found a thing. Gallery, static, and pricing. So let's go ahead and try gallery. That's just a directory listing, so nothing crazy going on there. Static, same. And pricing, okay, that's another page. Also nothing crazy going on there. So what we could do now is to check out the pricing page and right click this and view the page source on that. Still we cannot access the JavaScript file, which is how it is. We see nothing crazy going on here. Kind of boring, I guess would say. Let's go home. Then the view gallery. Let's check out the source for that. I don't know what happened there. Let's just redo it. It's too fast, I guess. And on this page we have a lot of static folders. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, okay, so we have these folders up to 18. Now what we could try is basically go in and say, okay, so we have 18, what about 19, what about 20, and do something like that. Just quickly getting a grasp flag, so no flag there for us. And it seems like we have nothing else going on right here. So we're going to revert back to robots.txt. We don't have that. And go back to the scan again and see if we found anything for us. Now this tells me that, you know, something is off here. So we're going to try some more nerd tricks. I'm going to press F12 now. Gonna reload the page and just get that page, and we do have a load of the 491 bytes, but we cannot see it, and I think that is quite interesting. Not found. Okay, so we didn't find it. Okay, that's great. Other than that, we have nothing crazy going on. Let's check out the root. And also we have no interesting headers. You know, we can see that it's in the Ubuntu Apache. Well, I don't know about this version. We could probably go and check out XploitDB and say like Apache 2.4. Let me just see. 2.4.41. Let's try the exact version first. Nothing. 2.4. That's 49. I don't know if this is gonna work for us, but we could definitely just take it. 2.4. We have a buffer overflow. That's the thing. We don't know if this is gonna work for us. So we have a, what was it again? A path traversal. We could try and take this string here, I think it is, and just put it there and take this away, and no, nothing. So it would seem that we are left with not that much to go on. Any hints or something for us? Boot the box and find the way into Escalate. So we have an issue here finding the way in. So we check the web page. What we could do is leave this running and go ahead and run Nikto and see if that would find anything. Let's see what it finds. So it's been running for a while and we're not really getting anything. So this is a typical room where we try our things and they just doesn't add up. So I think in all honesty what we're gonna need to do now is go back and where was that terminal? And we do not really see any progress here. So what we could try now is go ahead and say, so what kind of folders do we want to enumerate further on? Which is the one that I felt is interesting? Well, I felt the one called static was interesting at some point. So we could just try and access that and it will find all the numbers we try and enumerate already. It might even find some other numbers we haven't tried. Okay. So we're just looking here and we did get a 0, 0, which is okay. Didn't try that. We could try that. So we're gonna leave it running for just a while and go ahead and try 0, 0 then. That might be the case. This is a very nerdy trick, you know. I would say if this is just what they want me to do, this is really weird, but okay, it's easy. Okay. So we get these notes from Valley developers adding web photos, redo whatever, remove a very weird URL. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I see. Yes. Okay, so now we have something here going on, and we just look at this and we see we have two JavaScripts, one called def, one called button. I think def is interesting. And if we look at this and just all this interesting stuff here and go to the bottom, because I saw something and it was just catching my eyes. If username and password, oh my god. So this is another example of, you know, front end bad security. So let's take the password, username, and do not save. And we're gonna get to this note here. Stop reusing credentials for FTP server, check for any vulnerabilities. So what? So they want me to do, maybe I should stop this now. So they want me to take this IP now, right? Go to new tab. This doesn't matter anymore. So FTP. And then user, what was it again? Simple def. Is it working? It's responding, right? No? What's up with this? Tintin. Oh, it's the wrong. How did I do that? How did I copy paste? Okay, I don't know. Anyways, let's screen and do FTP. Connection refused. Okay, so let's do SSH then and do a SSH connection to cmdev. Let's do that. And then put in the IP address. And yes, I want a fingerprint. And the password, let's just try that and see if we can get access. That would be splendid. Is that the way? It was not the way. California. Nope, not the way. So what is it they write again? Definitely for FTP server. Stop reusing credentials. Check for vulnerabilities. Stay out to date. Change the P port to normal port. Oh. Okay, so I should read that. So we're gonna go back and do a Nmap scan to this particular IP address here we have, just like root, like that. And the type of Nmap scan we're gonna do, it's gonna be an all port scan. But I don't really care about anything, just want all ports now. And I want to do any version scan because I know there is, I hope so I guess, that there is a FTP server on all ports. And one of those numbers representing that FTP server port number is going to be the port we're going to try and connect to. And maybe it's probably that, so I'm going to take this, copy paste it, go to the other page, clear screen, and say FTP under the port, which is a T. I don't know why. Sometimes, you know, it's difficult. Why is it still a T? Don't do that to me. 37.3. All right. So yes, name, and it's CMDev. What? I didn't. Okay, so it's definitely trolling me. Let me just quit this and do. There we go. And gonna check out if I chose the right one. CMDev, yes sir. So SIEM dev California. Nope. Let's try one more time. CMDev and do, I cannot spell to California maybe. Alright, login successful, ls. So now we have some pcap files, FTP, HTTP. Let's just get it all. Is that the way? It's not the way. So get cm star, I can do that. Get cm FTP pcap, get cm HTTP 1 and get cm HTTP 2. So again, that's gonna be it. So we're gonna exit now and we're gonna open Wireshark and take cm FTP pcap just quickly. A small amount of traffic, nothing crazy going on. Let's right click this and say follow stream. So we have nothing crazy going on here. Let's find next. Do we have anything? No. I would say very uninteresting. Let's take the HTTP one now, and we also have a few packets. A lot of nonsense, it would seem. We also have some FTP and HTTP. So I think sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and say follow HTTP stream for this. And it would seem like that we have some data. Not the most interesting part. Look through data with me on my channel. Let's scroll down and see what's going on. I wouldn't say this is that interesting. I'm just gonna quickly grasp myself an overview of all this and see like if any of these actually make sense. Not necessarily. Let's try the other one. We're just doing a quick glance, so it could be, whoa. It could be that something was there, but I don't think so. DNS, yeah, kind of different DNS queries. Probably not. I guess this is easy room, so might some HTTP traffic. Okay. Do have some images and stuff. Let's take the very first one there and say follow and HTTP stream and check out what we get. So we have an IP address, which is the probably another IP address. Again, probably not for this room. I don't know if I missed anything. So we got these traces. I'm just gonna see if anything else we got from this page. Is there anything? Dev node, nothing crazy. So we probably need to check out the traffic one more time, and let's go back to the very first, traffic part again on HTTP. I don't think the very first one has anything to say. So let's check this out. I'm going to do a filter on HTTP. I still think this is the way to go. I want to check out if anything crazy pops out here, and it does not seem that way. Get requests. A lot of GET requests. What about, I also just want to quickly see, did we have any post requests? I need to figure that out pretty fast, because if we got a post, there is an actual post request right there. What is going on with that? Post request can contain post index, the gray there. Can contain stuff like that. We just saw right there, username, password, which is what I wanted. So let's take that and go to whatever page and post it in. We have a valet dev, and what is this? This is the path. Why do they do that? So let's go ahead and say that might be our SSH. And some of you people might ask why I do that as an SSH. Well, it's what else could it be? It's a hacking room. So we need to. That's probably what they want me to do. So I'm gonna do it anyways. So let me see. Okay, so we in initial foothold, and we can cat out the flag and get that. So let's do it. Took a while. I would like to say that, but nevertheless, we need to get the root flag now. So we're gonna clear screen and check out what we have. Anything else? Let's cat out the bash history, the cache. I said cache. Thank you. Let's cat out the config, and let's what is it? Oh, it's a directory. Sorry, .config. I don't think this is the case. I honestly do not think so. Let's go clear screen and go into user. Sorry, home. And we do have other users as well. We have cmdev denied. Let's see, what can I access any of those? No, it wouldn't say. So I'm a valid dev, so I can definitely go to that. But I cannot type. And that is the one we came from. So that is just one thing. What we could do now is just the typical nerd tricks here. Let's go ahead and check out, well, where was it again? Have any particular files with a set UID we can use for anything interesting? Let's go scan for that. So the scan came in and was done. We have a list of different things we can try and check out. Well, it doesn't seem like we have anything interesting going on here. Definitely a lot of files would say like that. So I feel like I missed something for an easy room. This could be one way. Let me just go to home again. So we have these users, weird username. That's not a username. Oh, mamma mia, it's a file. Please don't do that. What is this? It's an executable. Whoa, welcome to Valley Incorporated. Okay, Valley, whatever. Okay, so let's do strings on this. Valley authenticator. What? Def. Okay. I don't remember that command. What is it again? I need to do the web server. So we start a web server instead. Just download the file to our own machine. Whatever. So we're gonna go to web page, Python 3 web server. Do we have anything? There we go. Yes, come on. Thank you. Just paste it in, and it's on 8,000. Let's go to the tab here and say wget http and then the IP of the machine, which is going to be another copy paste. Let's see if we can get it right first time. Alrighty then. Oh wow, I did. And it's called Valley Authenticator or whatever. Yeah, it's not found. Yeah, because we forgot the port. Valley Authenticator. There we go. Strings and then Valley Authenticator. So we're going to look for some long occasions. No, all these are small, doesn't really matter. So something long, that would be nice. Let's see. Wow, we have a long scroll of stuff on top, I guess. Like, whee. So let's see what we get from the top then. It's just too much for me. I would not necessarily enjoy this. So what you get a little longer strings, but doesn't look like anything. Now, what I would probably look for is words like that looks like a password or a username or a hashed string or something like that. Yeah. So let's just try and do this. See if we can see with my scrolling eyes. Incredibly a lot of scrolling. Already I didn't do a good way, so let me see. Oh, what we have. Okay, so that's good news, but not what I wanted. So again, doesn't look like anything crazy. Looks like a chart set or something. And this is easy, they say. It's like, it feels like a medium room to me. A bit more to do. Copyright. It's just a very long scroll. Couldn't that make this a bit easier for me? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to, let me see, and ask ChatGPT. I won't show that, but I'm just gonna do it and you will trust me. Using strings on a file, show only strings with a length of more than 10. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. So, what does it want me to do? So it gave me this command. So we're gonna take this file here and I'm gonna basically do a strings on valley, and can I clear this please? And this, boom, too long. Can I increase this just to, let's say, 15? Maybe they want me to reverse all this. Copy and then delete all that. Go in the back and do insert pipe. Yeah, so now we got strings that are longer. The thing that jumps to my head right now is this occurrence right here. So I'm gonna take that and go to CrackStation and just paste it in and put it up and say, like, is that a hash? And the increased W in the end is probably the capitalized should not be there. So I'm just gonna try and delete a few and see if I hit something, because I don't. Okay, so we got something, Liberty 123, and what we could try now is to go back on this machine here and then run that and say valley and put in the password and say it's authenticated, and we can now, can I then SU to valley? Okay, we got some space thing going on, so let me see. Copy paste. Okay, so now I'm Valley. I don't have any particular system rights or something crazy going on. But we definitely one step further now. So what can I do? I have Valley, and inside of that I have this very interesting file. So let's see what we can do with it. Let's cut out the bash history. Bash. Why can I not type? History. Thank you. No. Okay, let's go ahead and do our typical stuff. Let's go find some files one more time. Can we find any particular, SUID files we can execute in some way to privilege escalate ourselves? Doesn't look like. We can also go ahead and check like stuff like the cron tab, like clear, thank you, like the etc cron tab. Doesn't hurt to do that. And okay, so we do have something going on here. Root is executing this script, and that is good because if we can access that, so let's go ahead and say cd, boom, and then ls. It is there, and woo. Okay, so this script here is readable and executable by anyone. I cannot nano inside of it. Basically, that would be weird if I could, and do something like edit it, error writing, yes. But it seems like I can read it, and it's doing something. It's looking at this path here and checking out an image, opening it in read binary mode and reading the data and doing some conversion of it and stuff like that. Let's just say no to save. It's being run every 1 minute, so I don't think I can remove it. Because if I could do that, I would definitely just say, is it like, yeah, permission denied. I cannot do that. I cannot write direct to it. And it's a direct path, so I cannot rewrite the path in some certain way. So what I would probably need to do is find a way to exploit this script, and it can't. So I think we should probably take a closer look at the Python file. So we cannot write the Python file, that is one thing. We can also not go ahead and do anything with the path because it's absolute and there's nothing else going on. Since this is an easy room, I think this is the way to go. So let's go ahead and clear the screen. And go inside this file one more time. What you can see here is this file is being called by root. So you might ask yourself, can you use this code for anything? Not really, because you cannot write the file. If I could write stuff in this file, I could put reverse shell inside this file. But we need to wrap ourselves around now and say, what is it that this file actually does? Well, it calls another file here called Python3, and it imports this Python file called base64.py. So we need to check. I don't think we can write this file, Python3, but let's check out if we can write the base64. So let's go ahead and I just want to explain to you, it's just a file, okay? This is just another file that imports that can execute code. So you can go ahead and type like locate base64.py, and you could get a few hits for that. What you need to look for is the normal static path, like this one here, and we can go like cd and then whoops, then ls tag al, and then do a base 64. And you can see that, you know, Valet admin, and if you're not sure what you are, you can see you are a Valet admin, so you can read, write, and execute this file. So this file is our key entry to getting a root shell. So what I'm going to do now is just say nano, and we can write this file. So what you could do is basically just go ahead and visit your reverse shell. So pentest monkey, reverse shell, and then do Python. And you pick basically the one that makes the most sense for you. All of this is Python code. We could take that now and just copy paste it to our own document. I need to alter a few things. We don't need to execute these brackets, and Python don't have no need for, not brackets, the single, you know. So we're gonna remove that. Make sure to remove the semicolons. I don't think you need to do that, but you know, I'm gonna do it anyways because it is the way. So we have a small piece of code here that imports socket processes and stuff. If those doesn't exist in the server, we're gonna find another way. No worries. We're going to import, you know, system OS, something like that. But we need to connect to our own IP address, so we need to go to our own machine again. So our machine and IP tag A. So on TryHackMe, this is my machine. So I'm gonna copy paste the IP, paste it in, and go to 4444. This is the code. This is the way. We go back and paste that in. Go back to our own machine, clear, start netcat listener for 4444, and yes, and then within a minute, which is the amount of time the cron is set for, I should get a hit back. So we need to wait a minute and see if we get a hit back. While waiting for that, we can just quickly check out what's going on here. We're doing a bin shell. We're going to tag I, we create privileges, and we're connecting to a machine. So we have a hit back. We got a connection. I am root, and do they say root? The text is right there, and then we have it. That is our final flag for this room, and you know, that's how it is, really. So I really hope you learned something from it, and I hope I explained different kind of processes and steps taken in this room in order for you to understand the most of it. So definitely a longer room, a lot of, you know, weird rabbit holes and a lot of steps to do, which is not necessarily, I would say this is a medium room, but it was quite fun. So hope you like it. Check it online. Have a really nice day.